What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction, we're going to be checking out the latest music video from German up-and-coming band, the Oklahoma Kid. Now, for anybody out there that's not familiar with this band, it's actually kind of difficult to pinpoint their sound and accurately describe it. While I would say that their general tone is in the area of metalcore, there's a lot of different influences that you can hear in their music, and they incorporate a lot of different styles in their overall sound. Now, the music video that we're checking out today is their fourth single off of their upcoming album, Tangerine Tragic. That's going to release on June 3rd, 2022 from A Rising Empire. Pre-orders are already available, so if there's anybody that wants to support the band directly after seeing this, or if you already like the band, I'll throw links in the description where you can go check out all of those pre-order bundles. But since I don't really know anything else about these guys other than the sound that I've heard, let's just jump in. I will link the original music video in the description below, and today I'm once again listening to the Oklahoma Kid, and for the very first time checking out their brand new music video for their song, The Velvet Feel. Let's go! Sorry. Oh, that's intentional. Okay, this video is only available in 480p. Let's go. So if I have a confused look on my face, it's for a couple reasons. First of all, this is quite different from a lot of the other songs from this band that I've heard in the past. I wouldn't say tame, but just dialed back. Like, usually in their other stuff that I've heard, which isn't everything, there's been a lot more screaming, a lot of crazier riffs, a lot of double kick stuff and stuff like that. This is more of a like mainstream sound that I've heard from this band. The other reason I think this is interesting, so obviously the video is intentional. It's intentionally done to look old school. It's in 480p, it's in a square video, and even how it looks like those old like 90s videos that you would see on MTV with, you know, the setting and how they look and stuff like that. I don't know how I feel about that in terms of like marketing. Because while I think it's cool, I think it's awesome, it's very nostalgic, I don't know how the younger crowd is going to like take a video like this, because a lot of the younger people that are listening to metal now and, you know, this style of music have seen a lot of videos on YouTube that are like, you know, 1080p and HD, Ultra HD, stuff like that. And that's how most bands are recording videos now. So I don't know that everybody is going to get this, if that makes sense. But I could be dead wrong. Like I said, I enjoy it. I think it's cool. I think the creative aspect of that, of doing like an old school looking video, is very cool. I'm going to keep looking because it's going to be hard to figure out what everybody's playing, but let's keep hearing more. I love that bass tone. There we go. So this is kind of interesting for this style of music, man. It looks like everybody in this band is playing Fender or Squier, either or. For those that aren't familiar, Squier is owned by Fender. It's the same thing. Same as how Gibson has Epiphone, ESP has LTD, stuff like that. The bass player is definitely playing a jazz bass. One of the guitar players looks like he's playing a Stratocaster. And then the other guitar player, I can't tell from the video and some of the shots I've seen whether it's a Mustang or like a lead. I know not a lot of people are familiar with the lead series. It's usually put out by Squier, but it's very similar to a Mustang body design. I'm going to try and figure that out because you don't see leads, Squier leads too much. But their drummer is very noticeably using DR Customs. And DR Customs is a custom drum company from Germany. Actually, if I remember right, they're from Bavaria. I think around Erlangen, where a lot of bands are from, actually. It was started by one guy in 2006. It's Dominic, I can't remember his last name. Starts with an R because DR is his initials. But there's a lot of German bands that use that, most notably David from Electric Callboy also plays DR, which is where we see a lot of those when I check out their music videos. Can't really see the cymbals or anything else because of the 480p, what they're going for, but I'm really liking this, man. This is a different side of their music that I haven't necessarily heard yet. So let's see how this is going to wrap up. The other thing too is tonally, this sounds really good. And those guitar parts right there are so body beat. Let us think it's growing out. Distance keeps eating it up. Help me define it. Faithfully honest. Let us think it's going out. But distance keeps eating it up. Help me define it. I'm losing focus. No matter what I do, pretend. Caught in the act with empty hands. Depression is silent. Their singer's got some range, man. Dude, one of the things I noticed towards the end of this video is how much attention to detail they actually gave the old school vibe to the video. Like, it even had some of that old school VHS looking stuff, like, the tape was getting weird on the bottom of the screen and stuff. Like, it's pretty creative, man. I actually thought it was really good, and the song was great because it gave me a feel of that band that I haven't really heard yet. Let's go talk more about it. So after hearing that one, that was definitely enough to make me go pre-order this album right now when I finish this video. And that's not to say that I didn't like the previous singles that came out from this album. This just showed me so much versatility from this band that it really got me excited to hear an entire album from these guys. And, you know, this is their second release. Their first one came out a few years ago and then led right into the pandemic, which hit the brakes for a lot of bands that were releasing stuff at that time. So I hope that this album, when it comes out in June, really gives them more notoriety, because I hope this band doesn't get lost in the shuffle of a lot of other metalcore bands that are coming out, you know, in Europe and all over the world right now. And like I said, I wouldn't necessarily define them as metalcore, but that's kind of the scene that they get lumped into with, you know, the other bands that people listen to that like this band too. But going back to the video, man, the more and more I think about it, I actually thought it was super, super, super creative. And thinking about it some more, I think everybody will get it. You know, when I said in the video, it might get lost on some of the younger viewers, I don't necessarily think that anymore. I think people will get this and they will see the creativity behind the video, especially with the difference of sound compared to their other singles that they've released. But I enjoyed it, man. I can't wait to hear more from this band, and I can't wait to hear the record when it does come out in June. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. Again, pre-orders for this album are available. I'll throw links in the description below. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you liked the video, you can go ahead and like it as well. This is YouTube. You guys know how it works. But if you do either, thank you. And most importantly, thank you very much for your time and for watching this video. I'm on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server that a lot of us hang out on. I have a Twitch that I stream on. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, I'll throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.